The great thing about technology is that computers, software, the platforms we work on improve so rapidly.
Yeah.
Every 3 to 5 years, you can look at a problem that was solved by some of the best people in the world. And yet 3 to 5 years later, the technology's changed and you can say, well, maybe we can do it better now with what we have available this time. And that endless energy, I think, gives an advantage to people who want to solve problems and make the world a better place.
So what are some of the right questions that you've heard founders ask themselves right after they said, why does it have to be this way?
People come from different backgrounds. I tend to be a pragmatist, so I tend to be the type of engineer that looks at something that was built and wants to take it apart and look at all the pieces and understand first, why was it built this way in the first place? What was the logic that led to it?
Interesting.
That can sometimes be very illuminating because when you take something apart, you see, it was built this way because there were limitations to the technology back then, right? Or limitations in the manufacturing or limitations on how people were using technology at that point, right? What was common in the era. And so when you see those reasons, sometimes you can say, yeah, but it's not that way anymore. That assumption is no longer true. I mean, for me, I always like to think, I teach a class at Stanford. I've been teaching in the computer science department there for about 5 years. The amazing thing about working with college students, of course, is they don't have all that prior art. They don't have all those assumptions. So that ability to look at a problem and say, well, how would I solve it today is a big deal.